Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we are taking a look at, from Transformers Earthrise, this is Deluxe Class Sunstreaker. I got this figure from Amazon.com, where it is popping in and out of stock. More on that at the end of the video. And we are starting off in robot mode. Sunstreaker is a cool looking toy. Couple issues. Number one, the only real accessory is what you see here on the back. It's little vents that it had, on the vintage toy and stuff like that. They can be placed into the hand, but because of the design of the vents as well as the raised forearm right here, it really can't hold this as a weapon well. So on its back it stays, and that is a little quick complaint about the figure, is that there is no dedicated weapons. Other than that, I find it to be rather fine. Some people have mentioned issues with the yellow paint matching the plastic. To be honest with you, maybe it's my old eyes. I really don't notice that. So yeah, this is about it for robot mode. Here's a little close-up of the head. Borrowing heavily from the animation design and the somewhat recent masterpiece. So we'll pause and we will get into the transformation. Okay, we're brought Sunstreaker into a somewhat neutral pose. First thing you want to do is come around the back here, rotate that piece down and around so the longer sections are facing down. Give yourself some room here as you're going to accordion the legs up. They peg into a tab there on the inside, and they will sort of peg into something on the inside of the bottom part of the leg. And this is where I start having problems with the figure, as you also at the same time want to rotate it around at the waist. And then once you have it together, go ahead and peg the feet together just like that. As I was saying, this is where I start to have a problem with the figure, as I don't feel the legs come together and line up as well as they can, and this might lead to some issues going forward, but you can fix it very quickly. Next, what you want to do is fold up these little yellow panels that were sort of like heel spurs for the figure, and you see I'm fiddling with it now in terms of getting everything lined up. And then just go ahead and bring the feet up and around. And if they detach, bring them back together, just like so. And there's really no way to sandwich it in. And then detach this chest piece. And this is my biggest issue with the figure, as you want to bring it forward. Make sure that the top section here, right where this black part is, where my finger is, hinges all the way down into a groove there, and you're going to press it down, and it should peg into the legs. I and other people have had a problem with this section not properly pegging in. As you can see, there is a little bit of a gap on both sides. This is actually better than it's been. I'm not sure if it's just an issue with the mold or something I'm doing wrong. Needless to say, you really can't see what's going on in there to figure it out. There are tabs that should be, let me pop it back up a second here, and I can show you that there are two tabs here that should go into slots in those legs, and I think they're going in. I'm not sure they're going in. But yeah, we're just going to leave it like that for now. Now what you want to do is, holding on to that lower section we just completed, go ahead and rotate this top section around. Come around here, fold the fists in just like so, and rotate the arms up and around like this so they're facing away. And then you're going to accordion them down, and they will tab into the sides there, just like so. And to finish off the figure, you want to rotate the forearms so these yellow sections are facing upward, and they're going to go and head and tab into parts at the top. Give it all a little bit of the old Transformers squeeze. And for better or for worse, there you have Sunstreaker in its vehicle mode. Rolls around quite nicely. It's a stylized version of the Lamborghini. No, I do not think this is a masterpiece replacement, but it is kind of good enough. So we will pause and be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so overall, I do like Sunstreaker, but, you know, we do have to take stock of the two issues. There is no dedicated weapon. This chest roof piece does not peg in as well as it should. And if you are someone who is a bit clenched about paint matching, yes, especially with the roof piece, these back sections that become the forearms, yep, there's going to be a lot of slightly off paint. It's just off enough that you really sort of notice it, but you're not sure what it is. As I mentioned at the beginning, I got this off of Amazon.com. It and Trailbreaker have been popping in and out of stock at the reasonable price of $17.99, at which I do recommend trying to get that. I unfortunately had to pay $19.99, and like the day after this figure was delivered to me, the damn thing dropped in price, and Amazon said, "Hey, tough." They don't do price matching, so it is what it is. Usually with their pre-order guarantee, they do give you the lower price. I don't know what happened, but for $17.99, you can't go wrong. If you have a spare weapon laying around somewhere, you can probably give it to them. If this mold is going to be reused in the future, possibly for an Earthrise Sideswipe, possibly for Trax. Those are two rumors I've heard. I do hope they fix the little issues with the mold in terms of, you know, that roof pegging in for vehicle mode, and include a hand weapon, a dedicated hand weapon that can fit in the hand. So that's about it. Overall, I give it a thumbs up. If you like this video, please do consider commenting, subscribing, and hitting that like button. Why? I just appreciate the views. Doing those 3 steps triggers the magical YouTube algorithms that say, hey, we should push this guy's channel. And I really could use that. It is getting close to the holidays where things start to slow down. If you really want to help my channel, consider becoming a Patreon. There's a little card here in the corner. All I ask is $1 a month. No tiers, no thrills, no special favors or rewards or whatever. All you're doing is helping me continue to bring content like this to you and updating my channel, like this nice little light box that I've become quite happy with, and my sister is quite happy with because it can fit her fashion dolls that she does reviews of as well. With that being said, this is your old pal Chuck for Sunstreaker. Happy Halloween, and we will see you next time.